training been after a successful week last week? What have you looked to gain after that LA Galaxy win?
Of course, it's the week after a win is every time good. It's a good mood in the whole team and the whole facility, and we had a good trainings week. And I think about the game against LA, we do pretty well. We were standing again very good against the ball, and we had different to the other games. Good offense attack, and we create a lot of chances.
A lot of those chances were created with the partnership between you, Seti, and Klaus. First time you've all three played together this season. Can you talk a little bit about that partnership or that trio, and what do you think was most successful about that?
I think all of us, we know each other pretty well on the field. We have a good relationship on the field, off the field, three of us, and I like to play with them. I think with Seti, we already saw it, that we have a good relationship. I think we understand us very good on the field, and I think with Klaus is a very good striker. You can use him. He can also play with the ball. He's not only big for the flick on, so he's also good on the ground. He has very good technique, and I like to play with them both, and also with Simon as well.
We'll go to Justin.
Marcel, obviously, like, you all have had confidence in the system, but knowing that you're coming off of a 3-goal performance coming into this week, has it felt a little bit lighter, a little bit more free in practice this week?
Yeah, of course. We start with 2 games, 0 goals. We concede 0 goals, but it's every time a good point. But we don't get a goal, we don't shoot a goal. So we're a bit frustrated after 2 games for us offense player, because we're also not creating that much chances that we can say, okay, we only missed the goals. So I think against Colorado we did good, but against San Diego was not a good game from us offense player. But now against LA, we can see that we have the quality offense. We can create a lot of chances. We can use them, and we can score goals.
And then going up against a Seattle team this weekend that has been a little more defensively sound, like, is this a good challenge to then come off that performance to come into this one with that confidence?
Yeah, of course. I think Seattle is a very tough opponent. They are good with the ball, a lot of good positions on the field, and then also against the ball, they're quite a strong team. It will be a good challenge for us, but we are ready for tomorrow.
We go to Tom Schwartz.
How would you compare the level of play that you've experienced in the MLS with Bundesliga 2?
Yeah, I think so far can say I play now against a lot of opponents. All opponents I played have very good quality. I think for me, you have a good mix about the first league of Germany and the one of the tops in the second league.
And have you found a good Kolsch in St. Louis?
A good what?
Kolsch?
Kolsch?
The beer from Cologne?
Ah, Cologne. Kölsch. Yeah, you know, I understand. That, right? Kölsch, yeah. No, so far not.
We have Jen.
Marcel, I just want to ask about your goal, of course, seeing a very long give and go with Cedric Toyshirt, and just talk about the importance of how Seti chose to weight that pass. Any little bit too far, maybe you don't get to it, of course, not hard enough, your run dies, and how important that was to get that kind of a pass from him in that moment.
It was a perfect pass. He waited for the perfect timing. He saw that I'm a bit behind because I play already the pass to him, and he was waiting for the perfect moment to play deep, and then I have to give everything to get the ball, and I'm very happy to score for our team.
And you put a little hop in there before you scored.
Yeah, because it was the last. I think if I only run, I don't will get the ball, so I have to make a decision to make a small jump to get the ball.
We'll go to Ross real quick.
Marcel, your positioning over the 3 games, how has that changed from being, central area to getting more advanced as well to support the attack, mentally and actually positionally? How has it changed over the 3 games for you?
Yeah, I think the coach gave me a lot of freedom. He let me play on my most favorite position, because if you play in the middle, you have always freedom to go deep, to get the ball, to have some touches. You can overload the side on the left side, on the right side. You can run deep. So on this position, you can do, I don't will say what you want, but you have a lot of freedom to play my best position, and I will give everything for the team. And so far, I'm very happy to play there. And I think so far we do it very well.
Anyone else? We go back to Matt right here.
Marcel, I'm not sure how much you know about the history of St. Louis and Seattle, but it's been a pretty one-sided affair so far. St. Louis has yet to take even a point from the Sounders. Do you, as players, take that history into any kind of account and say this is a team that we want to finally beat, knowing that you haven't had as many matches as some of the other players? But how does that play into the drive that you have on the field?
So I heard that the first time. So I think it's not in our facility, not in the head from the team. And tomorrow we'll go out for 3 points.
Marcel, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks.
The previous 2 games, I mean, we played 2 teams that are really good on the ball, both the Galaxy and San Diego, and now we play another team who are good on the ball. So again, that's why we're looking to improve our quality on the ball. I think that's the main reason we haven't had so much possession, is because we lose the ball sometimes too quickly and too easily, rather than us not defending well in our high pressure or medium block. I think we've done quite well there, but also something we're looking at, how can we have more intensity in our pressure to win that ball back. So it's not necessarily something that we're desperately looking at to have a lot of ball possession. We want to win football matches, you know. But no, I think it can help us. We have qualities in the final third. I think you saw that last week. So we just need to try to spend a little bit more time there.
Do you put more of an emphasis on that final third in fewer passes and more of a direct-to-goal approach, and trying to, you know, whether it's playing out of the back or initiating the turnovers in the middle of the field? Do you tell your players fewer passes are better, go for goal as quickly as possible, or what's the mindset there?
Yeah, I mean, if the possibility is there, we wanna score goals, you know, and I think if you look at the game last week, we had a lot of possibilities of creating chances and scoring goals when we won the ball. So it's, you know, it's difficult to tell them no, we need to go to possession when we have a great chance of scoring. So I think it had a lot to do with the way the Galaxy played. They had a lot of attacking players, a lot of players in the last line, which meant their rest defense, the balance were not always great. So we were able to punish them there. So and the same with San Diego. I would say they were quite aggressive in their pressure, sent a lot of players forward, which meant that when we were able to play through them, we were able to create chances. Yeah, whilst the Colorado game was different. We had more established possession, spent more time in the final third. So I think you have to pay respect to the opponents a little bit as well, and the way they play.
We go to Justin, and we go online to Jeremy Clemens. Go ahead.
Coach, and speaking of respecting your opponents, Seattle's a team that I think everyone kind of knows how they want to play and how they're trying to play. Going into a match against a team that is so well structured, is this a good opportunity to kind of show what happened last week, that you can, you know, improve on that even more?
Yeah, definitely. I think there are 2 teams that are well organized, you know, both attacking and defending. So definitely it should be an interesting one.
And then with kind of some of the success that the club had through the midfield last week, how has that been progressing this week as well? Have you been seeing more of that growth between those partnerships?
Yeah, definitely. We're trying to build on the positives from last week, but there are a lot of improvements to be made as well, both going forward and defending.
We go to Jeremy.
Thanks. Coach, that's the third time in 4 weeks where you played an opponent on short rest. Can you talk about the importance of maximizing on points and opportunities like this when these situations arise?
Sorry, could you repeat that question from the beginning?
Yeah, sure. So it's the third time you guys have played a team coming in when they've had midweek matches and you guys don't. Can you talk about how important it is to try
Yeah, I think you said it. We have to try to take advantage of that. You know, we've had more rest than them. They came back after long travels. So yeah, we definitely should have better energy. I mean, again, it's a good team we play tomorrow, and they have qualities both in high intensity energy and on the ball. So I think we need to be prepared for that. But obviously it should be an advantage for us, you know, having a couple of days more rest.
We go to Tom Schwartz.
Coach, last week Kessler told us that you have told him some tricks that he uses in his games. How do you go about making that decision, using the experiences you had as a player to impart that to these younger players? How do you make those decisions? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I just try to give them, as he probably said, you know, some tips on individual defending, depending on the opponents you play. And I don't think it's only the centre backs, also, you know, the strikers. I know what defenders like to play against and what they don't like to play against so much. So little tricks you can give them from, you know, from experiences in my own career.
And how would you compare what you've seen in the MLS so far to the last league you played in? You're not played in, coached in.
Yeah, I mean, we're still early into the season, so you know, I don't think I've definitely made my mind up yet with you know, my 100% of an opinion where it is better and how it compares to the Swedish league, but for sure the top quality in the MLS is better than in the Swedish league. We don't have the quality players that the MLS has. Whilst in general maybe the teams in the Swedish league are more organized. You know, there are a lot of teams organized. We play one tomorrow that is really well organized in all aspects. So but you know, if I would generalize, yeah.
Can I follow up at the end of the season and ask you the same question?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Go to Justin, then go to Matt.
Coach, Timo Bongorl made his appearance last week. Joakim Nielsen earlier this week in training was seeing some minutes. How are you liking their progression, returning to play, and should we expect to see him this weekend?
Yeah, good. I mean, Timo has been in training the whole preseason, so he's been fit throughout. Joakim just came back this week, so nice to see him back in training, and he's feeling good. So he should be in the squad tomorrow.
Any other updates from players who appeared last week? Any different injuries picked up?
No. Kyle was sick in the beginning of the week, but he's fine now, so he should be ready for tomorrow as well.
And this the Seattle Sounders team is a team dealing with a lot of injuries as well, similar to the Galaxy last week, and some of their better players are potentially unavailable. Does that change the game plan at all from what you expect their style of play to be versus the quality they might have?
I don't think so. I mean, they have a good squad, Seattle, so I'm sure they'll bring on quality players. I mean, even though, as you said, a couple of their really good players picked up injuries, but yeah, they haven't had so much time to prepare for this game also. So yeah, we'll see. They might make changes tactically. We have to be ready for that, but. I think we prepared well, and we've had a look at all their games. So yeah, whatever they do and whatever side they put on the pitch tomorrow, we'll be ready.
You may have been asked this earlier in the season, but home games, it's always notable prior to the game which side City's going to be attacking first. For home games, do you put any kind of emphasis or desire on where you attack, which side of the field to open the game?
No, not really, not really. I leave that up to the players. If if they have a feeling they want one side or the other, but no, not really.
Coach, thank you for joining us. We appreciate
All
it.
right, thank you. Thank you.